Well, Charlene Eads, thanks for stopping by our mobile podcast studio here for Healing Stories at the Juneteenth and Freedom Festival in Kankakee, Illinois. So glad to have you here.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and thanks for having me here. Um, yeah, so I mean, I'm glad. I'm just glad to be here today.
How's the Juneteenth Festival been for you today?
It's going well. I'm actually trying to register people to vote because to me, Juneteenth means um, one vote, one voice, and unity. That's what it means.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And if we're going to celebrate freedom and we're going to maintain freedom, we got to get out and vote, don't we?
Exactly. We got to get out and vote because most of the minorities in Kankakee County don't go out and vote as much as they should. Because if a lot of them get out to vote as much as we should, there'll be some changes.
There'd be some changes,
Yes.
huh? Right.
Yeah, there'll be more changes than we see. Yeah.
Yeah, and good changes. I have no doubt.
Yeah, good changes, of course. Yes.
Communities and neighborhoods being represented in good ways, and that's so important.
Yeah, that is. That really is important.
And that's part of our freedom. It's supposed to be part of our freedom, right? Is
Of
the
course.
opportunity to self-govern, right?
Yeah, to self-govern and the opportunity to have your voices heard.
Right.
And one way to have your voice heard is to vote.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Yep. And
Yeah.
so we also believe, and we absolutely agree with you on the vote. We got to get out and vote. People got to register, be a part of this process.
Yes.
And part of the process is telling our stories and
Yes.
being able to hear our experiences with one another. And I think that's a really important component because I think so many times we get so blasted by social media and other things that aren't necessarily our own stories in our own communities,
Right,
that we
right.
miss what's happening right down the street,
Of course.
and then we don't really know, why we should vote, how we should vote, those kinds of things too.
Yes.
So I think our stories are powerful, and I think they're healing
Yes.
in our community.
And I like that we celebrate Juneteenth just because we celebrate who we are as a people. Um, and most of the times, people don't see minorities. I mean,
Hmm.
they don't see us like they should. There was one time I'll drive around and I'll get stopped a lot by the cops. Now, I don't want to say, but I have to talk about what's real, you know.
Yeah.
And this is real talk. I mean, if you're black and brown and you're driving, you do get stopped by the cops more so than if you are Caucasian.
Right.
But so, you know, my husband is white, right?
Mhm.
And he can drive and drive, and nobody will stop him for years and years. And there was a time that I'll get stopped by cops. I won't even drive it. I don't drive that fast, you know. And they would just stop me because this, especially one seeker. But so I'm just saying that we have to get out as a people, get out and vote because that makes a big difference because we need to be seen. It's
Yes.
getting better in Kankakee County. It really is.
Mhm.
It is. I think we are moving in a positive direction, but there's so many people out there who hate. And, you know, they hate because somebody has a different culture. They hate because somebody has a different religion. They hate because somebody has a different sexual orientation. And to me, hate leads to cruelty.
It does.
So Juneteenth, I mean, the Juneteenth celebration is a way of coming together and letting others know that even we are a culture, we are, and to have people see us and to be seen and to celebrate our success and our achievements in life. So that's what that means to me.
I love it. I love it. And you talk about the invisibility of
Yeah.
minorities, and especially a community that has a majority of white people in the county.
Right, right.
And we know that from history that white Americans have more privilege and benefits from the systems.
Right.
And so minorities often don't, right? They have less benefits and privileges. And
Yes.
so, and may get pulled over more by the police. I mean, there's a lot of studies that show that statistic very
Yes.
high.
People don't believe that, but of course, you wouldn't believe it if it doesn't happen to you. But you
Right.
have to walk in our shoes to know that this is real,
Yeah.
you know. And to me, if you're in a community that doesn't see you as much, it's very hard to progress in life because like yesterday, I went to a Juneteenth celebration yesterday,
Yes.
and the speaker there said, one of the speakers was like, you know, how they say we need to pull up our bootstraps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes people don't have boots to even wear to pull up. So,
Right.
so they need to get boots to pull up the bootstraps.
Right.
So yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
just
and that's so those things are, I think, making those things visible are so very important. And that's what I was saying about, often minorities, people of color have been viewed as a problem.
yes.
And not that's it's the invisibility of seeing people
Yeah.
and seeing the potential
Yeah.
and seeing the successes and achievements that we celebrate,
Right.
today.
Mhm.
And we don't see that. What they see is a problem.
Yes, and actually, minorities are usually seen as articles of poverty, which is not true.
It's not true.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're seen
It's
as
not.
articles. It's not true. There's so many of us out there who are achievers. There's so many of us out there who have a lot of talent and a lot to give out there.
Right.
And there's a lot of us out there who are. We have our master's degrees, our bachelor's degrees, and we have more potential if people see us. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that hopefully through our podcast experience here, some people get to see people. It's not necessarily video, but by hearing these stories and hearing people's viewpoints and perspectives, it's a way for us to see each other and to start experiencing our common humanity.
Yes,
Because
our common humanity.
it's so important.
Yeah.
We all have the same needs,
Yes,
basic needs.
We're all humans, and we
Yep.
all have the same needs. And
Yep.
actually, I always say a community that sees each other thrives.
Absolutely.
With all the communities that thrive, they see each other.
I so agree to that.
Yeah.
So agree to that.
Yeah.
So, well, Charlene, I so appreciate you stopping by
Well,
for a
thank
few
you.
minutes and
Yeah.
sharing with us today, and wish you the best in all your endeavors.
Well, thank you.
And things keep going well. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Yep.